up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. I make videos every week. This channel I share everything about self-improvement, my favorite products, and I also try to share a little bit of content about fashion. So if you're into that type of content, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, let's get into today's Today I just thought we could talk about just life in general, chit chat, girls talk, just the type of talk that you have with your best friend or big sister or any female in your life basically. Thought I could just talk about mid-20s and everything else that maybe other girls might be experiencing out there that are a bit relatable when it comes to young girls in their mid-20s or in their early 20s. I actually noticed that I don't have my microphone on, and literally I couldn't tell the difference from my side. But yeah, if you could tell the difference, please let me know. Your 20s will hit you. Your mid-20s will hit you. I know a lot of people struggle with like identity issues, trying to find the right partner in their early 20s, but literally mid-20s, like being in the middle of your 20s and going to 30, literally being in the middle, being 25, you're gonna go through a lot in your mid-20s. There's so much pressure to find the right job, being in a good relationship, finding the right guy, pressure to have kids, get married, and so much pressure to just be pretty and be well established. You need to be well established, you need to be in a good relationship if you want to, but I feel like in your mid-20s there's so much pressure because you are almost like in the middle of two generations. You are like in the middle, and there's like early 20s kids who are just flourishing, getting into university and just discovering who they are. They're allowed to make mistakes because they're still young. And then there's people who are 30 and above or 28 who are getting married, and you feel like you still need a little bit of fun, and you have this confusion like, should I still hold on to my young self and still have fun and party every week, or should I be at this point where I'm already well established, where I have the man of my dreams, getting married, a baby on the way? It's just very, very confusing. On top of everything else that you deal with in your mid-20s, you still have that pressure from family and friends. You're already giving yourself so much pressure already. You're already in a confused state of mind, but literally there's also like family and friends who have high expectations. It's a compliment when people expect a lot from you. That means they see potential. They see you as the successful business owner. They see you as, an accountant, engineer, and all of that, and someone who is someone's wife. But then your family and friends, sometimes they don't realize that these things are actually damaging to you. You have been vocal about being uncomfortable about growing older, but yet they still feel like they need to put more pressure on your head to actually succeed, to actually be in a successful relationship. There's just so many things that you struggle with in your mid-20s: body issues, your weight, the change of your body, how your body is fluctuating and changing, the pressure to get healthier because now you are growing older and you are preparing your body to have kids and all of that, and you feel so much pressure. You see all these young kids who are at your age, like who are well established and look good. Also, you comparing your current self with your old self, your younger self, had like a small figure, your body was right, and you almost feel like you need to hold on to that and not let it go. What I've learned from my own life is to never put pressure on yourself, never to compare yourself with anyone. Your journey is different. Literally, it's always going to be different from anyone else's. The men of your dreams will come at a different time compared to your sisters. I always compared myself to my sisters when it comes to relationships. My sisters got married at my age, basically, both of them, and by this time they already had kids. So many people in my family, including my mom, had kids at this age, so that means I'm late. That means I'm running out of time. And that is a mentality that is very toxic to yourself, to think that, you need to compare yourself with family members, mom, sister, aunt who's doing well. When she was 25, she bought a house, bought a car, and literally all of that is just going to stress you out even more, and that's where you drown into depression, anxiety, and it's not necessary. Like, it's not worth it at all. One thing people don't talk about enough when it comes to your mid-20s going to 30 is the fact that your body is going to change. You're experiencing hormonal acne, skin changes, your body changes, a lot is happening. You are reacting to food in a different way, you're reacting to workouts in a different way. It's just a lot. And on top of that, if you still receive pressure from like social media and seeing other girls' bodies and feel like I need to be like that, or I need to do A, B, and C, and I need to look like her, then it's literally gonna stress you out. Especially if maybe you start having kids. Myself, I cannot speak on that because I do not have kids. But when you start going through hormonal changes, a lot is going to happen, and literally in your mid-20s or late 20s you start going through a lot of hormonal changes, and which is okay. It's part of life. The same way older women go through menopause, literally in your 20s you go through a lot of hormonal changes. And literally I just wish everyone knew that all of this anxiety that we're feeling of not being good enough, of not being pretty enough, of our bodies fluctuating, of not meeting the society requirements of what you should be doing at 25 or at 26, it's all temporarily. All of those anxieties are all temporarily. It's nothing that's going to last forever, because literally in 5 years time you're going to be 30 and you're going to look back and feel like, wow, I've accomplished a lot, and I'm more secure, I'm more happy. Nothing matters other than your happiness. You need to be in a state where you feel like I am happy and I am content with whatever I have right now. I am happy and I am satisfied. Because if you're always asking for more, if you're always wanting for more, chasing money, chasing success, then you're never going to reach a point where you feel like you're happy, you're content. Eventually everything else that you want is going to fall into place. You need to be patient. You need to be happy with today, with the present time and what you have today. Your 20s in general, not just mid-20s, your 20s in general are very crazy, and it's a time where you will go through a lot of emotional roller coaster. You won't always be secure, you won't always be confident, you won't always be comfortable in your own skin, you won't always feel like you're doing enough, and that's okay. That's part of growing up, and that's your 20s. Also, one thing that is making us feel so much pressure as young kids in their 20s is holding on to the things that we promised ourselves when we were younger. If you were 18 and you thought when you were 25 you're going to have your own car, you're going to be graduated from university, and you are going to have your own house, and those things haven't happened yet, it does not mean you have failed. One thing that I'm learning myself to let go of all the things that I promised myself when I was young. Yes, it's okay to have ambitions and goals and vision boards and all of that, but you also need to understand that you need to live in the current moment and you need to make things happen today. What are you doing today to make sure that you reach those goals when you are 35? Because I feel like one thing that is holding us back is just stressing over one thing that didn't happen, that it paralyzes us and delays the next thing that could potentially happen because of how productive we were today. And literally those are just things that I think about when I'm just sitting by myself and just think about my life, evaluating, and I realize that some of the things that haven't happened yet is because I'm holding on to the old things that I thought I might have at this age. And it's okay if you haven't received them. It's okay if they haven't happened. It does not mean they will never happen. Maybe you can try to plan out and try to study for an exam, try to plan out your life as much as you can. But honestly, if the timing is not right, it's just not right. And that's where you need to be patient. That's where you need to continue working, continue showing up, and continue making small progress. And literally those small things like drinking water every day and making more progress tomorrow at the gym compared to the previous day, those are the small things that could potentially lead you to the bigger things that you want. Yeah, kids in their 20s, I hope you're fine, I hope you're happy, and I hope you're not putting too much pressure on yourself, because literally it's not worth it. And I feel like we're all going to be 35 one day and we're going to look back and feel like I was just wasting so much time stressing over nothing, because life did work out and it is going to work out. So yeah, just hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you have anything else to say, you can comment down below and we can talk about that more. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye.